So once again, good evening. Welcome to today's webinar, which I call Strategies for Effective Email List Building and Segmentation. For those who haven't know about me, I'm Hafiz, your trainer for today. So today's focus is twofold. Firstly, we will uncover, it doesn't say this is powerful, but I believe if you do it, it can become a very powerful strategies for effective email list building. So ensuring that your effort ensuring that your effort attract not just numbers, but the right kind of subscriber who are genuinely interested in your offering. That's what I want, number one. Secondly, we will explore, this is what we love to call the art of segmentation, a technique that allows you to tailor your communication to diverse group within your audience for more engagement. Because we know in our digital era, email marketing remains a cornerstone of business communication. Everything email. I mean, not necessarily everything, but every communication, especially official communication, is through email. So it's a personal, direct, and when done correctly, it is remarkably effective. But however, the key to unlocking this potential lies in constructing a robust list and understanding the nuances of your audience. So it's not just about you send, done. So it's not just about broadcasting messages. It's about starting conversation and building relationships. Remember the key point I want to highlight. It's about starting conversation and building relationship. And for those who think, yeah, email marketing, yeah, I received a lot of email. I haven't opened one of them, but according to the data, because when we want to make a decision, we focus on data. According to the recent report, which is this year, 2023, every ringgit spent on email marketing, especially offer in email marketing, an average return of 42 ringgit back. So definitely a return on investment that significantly outperform other marketing channels. Yes, we can say Facebook ads is good. I mean, yes, definitely, if it's done correctly, it give you it give you a high return on investment. But this one, you don't need to spend much, but it give you an average of 42 ringgit if you spend $1 return on investment, the term. However, this is what we call the good news lah. We love everything. This is the honey of this industry. But the success of email marketing is not just in the sending. The one I mentioned, you don't send, you send email, you close your eyes, you sleep. Oh, it doesn't work that way. But sending to the right people require an effort. Okay. Another statistic that I take, I love to share to you. The number of global email users is projected to grow to 4.6 billion users by 2025. It means it's a half of the world population. Half. So the potential is there. The opportunity is there. So this is where, even though you already know how to run email marketing, because we have a class, we have a webinar to teach you how to craft, but now how to take your database and make it into clean one. Or in other words, how to turn your database into money. Okay. Okay. Question from Doody. So today, are you going to share step by step to get leads and they subscribe to your email? The answer, I will share you strategies on how to set up. How to use this. In other words, I will share to you what will happen after you get database. Because based on last webinar class, we'll teach you how to send an email. So I'm not going to teach you how to set up an email, how to write this, what to write there, what to write. But what if you already had a database, and how? What kind of strategy that you can use to get more database? But of course, for example, if you want to create a website, I'm not going to go so detailed how to create a website, how to download WordPress, and so on. But if you have certain elements there and there, you can follow through this webinar. Okay. So now, moving forward, email marketing is just marketing. In other words, I want you to think of email marketing as a tool in your workshop. Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, last class of mine, there's a student that do workshop. So I usually take an example from student cases lah. So it's not a new tool. I mean, this email marketing is not a new tool. It's more like your reliable. What is the tool? Okay, screwdriver. It's more like your reliable screwdriver. You've been using tools in this example, this marketing, to build your project, business strategies already. So email marketing is just another type of, in this example, marketing tool, or in the example that I gave to you, which is the workshop, is a screwdriver. But it is special because it can be incredibly precise and personal. So just like you will carefully choose a screwdriver for delicate job, you want to open this, you want to open this. So with email marketing, you choose your words and messages to fit exactly the right audience. It's about ensuring that you are not just throwing a bunch of flyer from a plane and hoping that land in the right hands. So it's not like machine gun. You don't shoot there, and you hope one of the bullet hits someone. No, it doesn't work that way. You need to craft those bullets, or what we call, you need to make those bullets personalized. So when we say email marketing, it's just marketing. We're saying that it's a part of what you should be doing, connecting with your customer, understanding their needs, and providing value. But yeah, the term, that's a very huge term, but it's done through email, which allows targeted messaging, building direct relationship, and hopefully turning subscribers into a loyal customer. Okay. So now we move towards building your email list. Okay. I believe most of you, or some of you probably here already have a business, already have a social media. So we start with that one first. If you already have a social media, perhaps you don't have a list, but you already have a social media. Because building your email list can be comparing, or can be likened to growing a garden. Just as a gardener starts with quality soil, plant seeds, nurture them, and eventually harvest the crop, you too must start with a solid foundation, which is plant the seed. What I say just now, plant the seed, must start with a solid foundation. Plant seed of interest in potential subscriber, then nurture those relationships, and then reap the benefit of your efforts in the form of consumer loyalty and sales. So it's like, it's a garden. Yeah, it's a garden. Okay, the strategies number one that I would love to share is Instagram stories. Take a link. What do I mean by this? It means you're going to use your social media. In this example, I take Instagram, and I want you to bring those followers in your social media to your email list. Because yes, you might have 10,000 followers, 20,000 followers in your Instagram, or in your social media. But are you able to leverage on that? Okay, now let me give you more explanation regarding this. And yes, in this example, I will share you step by step how you can create this Instagram story sticker link. So let me give you more background. Yeah, in the vibrant landscape of social media, where every like, comment, and share is a part of brand story, I would love to call there's a hidden gem for growth that often goes untapped. What is it? Your followers. Usually we tend to overlook our followers. We just check, how many engagement that we get today, how many likes that we get today, how many comments that we get today, how many shares that we get today. But our own follower, we usually tend to overlook them. These individuals are not just passive onlookers. They are the beating heart of your online presence, because without them, no one's going to interact with your brand. Yeah, without them, there will be no like. Without them, there will be no comment. Without them, there will be no share. But what happens beyond the realm of social media? Because we know something that works now probably not going to work another 5 years. Something that works 5 years before probably not going to work now. The platform are constantly changing, and the rules of engagement, I will say, evolve at a breakneck pace. In other words, very super fast. So here is where the power of email lists come into play. By inviting your social media followers to join your email list, you secure what we call direct line of communication with them, independent of algorithm and platform changes. So in other words, when you already get their data, no matter what happens to social media, the social media in a very scary way got banned, not available anymore, doesn't matter. I already have their data. I know how to communicate with them personally. So taking followers from social media to your email list is like moving from a very busy supermarket, busy supermarket to your own private shop where you can converse, showcase, and connect in a way that personalized and uninterrupted by the noise of countless other vendors. So now I will share it to you, especially if you use Instagram lah. I created just now. Usually, when you want to attract them to give their data to you, usually we will give them what we call a lead magnet. In other words, something of faith, something value that you can offer to them. In return, they give their data to you. It doesn't matter. I take one example from Employment Hero. The lead magnet they are offering, which is they give a report, a state of recruitment report. But this is their lead magnet. Of course, in order to give a perfect lead magnet, you need to know who is your audience. For example, if your audience is entrepreneur, then you know what kind of lead magnet they're able to hook entrepreneur. So if you know your audience probably like about badminton, then you know what kind of lead magnet that can hook them. So in order for you to create this, what we call Instagram link sticker, just go to Instagram, you create a story, and then when you click a sticker, there will be a link there. The link there, and then you type your URL, preferably your email list lah. So when they come to those lists, they can fill in their data, and then they can click. So this is one of the best and free ways, especially if you want to leverage on your social media followers. If you already have social media followers. Okay, second, this is another part when it comes to building your email list organically. In other words, you don't need to pay money. It's what we call guest blogging. So if your question, I don't have a website, can I do this? The answer, probably yes. I will encourage you to do this regardless you have a website or not. But it's better if you have a website, because guest blogging, it means you will write an article, but it's not on your website. You write on other people's website, and then when their readers or their audience read your blog, they can click coming back to your website. Okay, for those who are not familiar with blogging, for those who are not familiar with SEO, let me explain in a layman term. Yeah, usually I will say, let's imagine. I want you to imagine the internet, yeah, as a bustling city with numerous coffee shops, each with its own regular. So now, if you are a musician, in this analogy, you are a writer, you're the writer, or you're the marketer. Your goal is to attract more listeners. Remember, coffee shop and you as a musician. And then when you go to each particular coffee shop, you want to get more listeners to hear to your musics. So you regularly play in your own little coffee shop. This example, it means when you write your article, usually you have your own website, but that's your own personal coffee shop or your personal website. But you want to take audience from other coffee shop to come to your what we call special or your private coffee shop. So guest blogging is like playing a gig at someone else's coffee shop. It's a collaboration. It means you doesn't do it illegally. Like it's a collaboration where you perform for another coffee shop's customer. So the other coffee shop, in this example, a website or other website gets a great performance without needing to hire a full-time musician. Now let me translate this. So other website will get more quality experience, because when you write article, when you write a blog, you give their audience more, what would I say, more hands-full experience because they like your blog, but the owner of that blog didn't need to pay any money. So it's a win-win. So now the other coffee shop gets the other website gets a great performance without needing to hire a full-time content writer. And you get to introduce your writing to a new crowd. So this is an example of gap. If you look at the image, so when you already finish writing your article, at the end of the sentence, you put your own website. So when other people like about your website, they click the link, they go to your website. That's where you can start collecting the data. Okay. Number three, strategist number three is what we call Facebook lead ad. And now we're moving towards what we call paid method. I already covered two, which is organic method. Of course, there's a super lot of ways how to generate organic lists. But now we're moving forward to Facebook lead ad. Now, of course, this is you need to spend some money in order to get data. In other words, you spend ads lah. You need to spend some money. So Facebook leads can be incredibly, how should I say, valuable for building an email list based on several strategies or based on several reasons that I will highlight. Number one is targeted audience. Unlike the guest blogging, unlike the social media, this one you can target Facebook because Facebook offers advanced targeting option based on demographics, interests, behavior, and more. So this means you can attract leads that are closely match your ideal customer profile, leading to more qualified and relevant email lists. One. Second, I would say it's it will give more high engagement platform because Facebook spend a significant amount of time on Facebook. People spend significant time on Facebook, so often engaging with content that resonate with them. Why should I spend more time on Facebook? Because I like Facebook, because Facebook gives me content that I like. That's the reason why I spend more time on Facebook. So if Facebook didn't give me good content or valuable content, I don't have any reason why should I spend on Facebook. But from the data we look, most people, yes, even to younger generation, tend to shift away from Facebook to other social media platform. But older, I don't say older, shall we say veteran generation, still stay in Facebook because there's something in Facebook. Number three, lead ads itself. Facebook lead ads, the way you can make these lead ads, it simplify the sign up process by auto-populating forms with the user's Facebook contact information. Means when people want to fill in their data, already have autofill. They don't need to fill in from scratch usually. So this convenience increase the likelihood that people will complete the form, thereby growing your email list more effectively. Number four, this one I would love to share. This one is like subset of strategy number 1, 2, 3, which is lead magnet. In other words, you need to have something that is valuable that when your audience see this, of course, you're giving it for free. Yeah. When you give this for free, when your audience see this, they want to take it no matter what. In other words, this is what called lead magnet. For those who are not familiar with lead magnet, let me give you a layman term. You can call this a trade deal between you and your potential customers. Okay, imagine you in a market, you have a stall. With a sign that says free sample. Those samples are your lead magnet. So if you go to supermarket, people giving out drink as a free sample, and then you take a sip, and then you like the flavor, then you buy the whole bottle. So similarly, like that, those samples are your lead magnet. People come to your stall because they are interested in trying what you're offering. So if they like it, they're willing to give you something in exchange, like their contact detail. In digital world, we want their name, their email address, and so on. So when you want to choose your lead magnet, And this is the tips that I would love to highlight. Number one, definitely, you need to know who is your audience. Because if you don't know who is your audience, you're going to give a wrong lead magnet to wrong people. Let me elaborate more on this. Yeah. For example, yeah, entrepreneur probably value more time, and they're probably looking ways on how to generate sales for their company. So probably if you're offering ebook that offer that kind of strategies, they're interested. But let's say probably you're giving a wrong lead magnet. You say, okay, you talking more about how you talking more about. Let me think of one example. Yeah? Okay, you talk more about laptops requirement. You talk more about laptops are what they need, what they should have before they buy a laptop, for example, which is totally unrelatable, or which is what we call totally not relevant. Even though it's a lead magnet, and there are some audience that will pay for that pay for the information, but if you're choosing the wrong audience, with no matter how awesome your offer is, they will not buy because it will not resonate with them. So, number one, value exchange. When you're choosing your lead magnet, think of value exchange. It gives people. I want you when you come up with your lead magnet, when you want to give them something, no matter what, free ebook, free consultation, free video, free blah blah blah, it gives people a compelling reason to provide their email address. Because just as people love free samples, they're more likely to sign up if they're getting something valuable in return. Second, value exchange, something that must be valuable. And second, why this lead magnet is a good strategy? Because it is what we call qualified leads. Because the lead magnet is usually tailored to your target audience interests. So the people who sign up are more likely to be genuine. Sorry, the people who sign up are more likely to be genuinely interested in your product or services, resulting in more qualified email lists. So this is why I emphasize on lead magnet. So instead of, for example, you can run Facebook ads to get more leads, but having lead magnet inside your Facebook ads make your audience or make your leads more qualified. Because if they are not interested with those lead magnet, they will not sign up. Yeah, or they will not give their data. So when they give their data to get something from you, then you know, yes, this lead is qualified. So when I want to do my email marketing later, I know this lead is qualified. And definitely number three will increase your conversion. A well-crafted lead magnet address a specific problem or needs. For example, a common lead magnet. If you're doing home property, real estate property, you are the agent for real estate, and then the best lead magnet you can give to them is ebook. Why I say ebook? Because you give ebook top 10 tips you should know before you buy your first home. You address a specific problem. So when you address these specific problems, you know your audience is people that want to buy their first home. So this makes subscriber more open to future communications, increases the chances of converting them into paying customers. Now, so this is the tips. Now, I already shared the strategies. Now, this is a quick ideas what you can do if you already have a website to get more lists. Number one, you have opt-in form in your website. If you're using WordPress, all of this is a plugin. Yeah, you definitely can download. Second, you use what we call a pop-up. In other words, I would love to call it surprise pop-up. It means when they come to your website, suddenly after 5 seconds, the pop-up comes up. So this is what we call pop-up. All of this is a plugin if you're using WordPress. Now, when you churn out, when you start collecting all of the leads, you might think, oh, this is nice, I love this. But at the end of the day, you need to know your first priority and your number one priority is to determine how you will monetize this lead or subscriber once you have it. So in other words, when you get the data, how to monetize, the work it's not finished when you get the data. It just begin. So this is where you need to have what we call monetization strategy. You need to have a concrete strategy on how to move a new lead from just being on your list to actually contributing to your revenue. Will you send them a series of nurture email, lead sales pitch, or will you offer them one-time discount to incentivize an immediate purchase? So this is you need to craft. This one depends on your business and industry. Not every industry will have the same sales funnel. Or probably you want to engage them with value-driven content. In other words, you give them content, and at one time you make them pay. Or in other words, you focus on product placement. You use a content, you provide them a content that is valuable content, yeah. And at the end of the day, they think they cannot live without your product. So you need to come up with your funnel. The two big mistakes most marketers make when they're already building their email list, because I've already shared to you how to build your email list, but this is common two mistakes. These are two common mistakes. Number one, they fail to follow up with their new subscriber. It means when people sign up your email form, you didn't contact with them. You didn't follow up with them. Why this is a mistake? Number one, lost momentum. Because when someone sign up for your email list, they usually at a peak of interest what you have to offer. In other words, they are eager to know what you have to offer. So not following up quickly means you're missing the window of opportunity when they are most receptive to your message. Number one, yeah. Second, wasted first impression. The initial follow-up after someone subscribes is your chance to make a strong first impression. Okay, for those who want to know more regarding this, actually, if I'm not mistaken, another 2 weeks, yeah, I do have a webinar called How to Automate This. Because sometimes if you do it manually, sometimes you will have problems. You need to click that, subscribe, email them. Another 2 weeks, I will share to you how to automate this process. And yes, to answer Mr. Dudi probably initial question, yes, that time or that webinar, I will share you step by step how to do that. Okay, no wonder when I sign up new account, I get bombarded by email. Correct. Because when we bombard you with an email, you remember about us. When we don't send you anything, another 3 days, 4 days, probably you will not remember at all. Okay, number 3 is what we call reduce engagement. This is what I would love to highlight: reduce engagement. Because regular contact, you converse with them daily, or you converse with them twice a month or twice a week, helps keep your subscriber engaged with your brand. Because without follow up, subscriber might lose interest or become less responsive to your emails, reducing the effectiveness of your list. Okay. Now we go to second mistake, which I believe at one point all junior marketers, especially email marketers, will do this. They send the exact same email to everyone on your list. Why this is a problem? Yeah. In order for me to explain why this is a problem, I want to give you a scenario. You have 2 friends. Yeah, you have 2 friends. One, you have known him or her probably for 15 years. 15 years, yeah? Your best friend lah. I can say your best friend. Second, you only known him or her this evening, because probably you went to what we call networking event and you met them and you just exchange your cards. So I would love to, you can answer this in your mind. Yeah? Do you think you will speak to both of them using the same tone of language, or will be different? Your close friend, you speak in your close friend, probably you speak in more of comfortable tone of language. And this friend that you have met or you just met, probably speak in more formal way. So that's an example, or that's a scenario that I give to you. So it's exactly same when it comes to email. Because most of you probably will say, I will not give, or I will not use the same tone of language if I want to speak to both of them. Probably to my close friend, I become more comfortable. I can say, I can use their first name basis and so on, for example. And for those who I just met, probably I will use Mr. or Mrs. or something more formal way. So yes, when it comes to email, this is also happen. This is also what we want to highlight. Because if you send exactly same email to everyone on the list, it will cause number one problem, lack of personalization. Because today's consumer, they expect personalized communication. It means I have this problem. So, for example, I have this A problem. I want to receive an email. If you want to give me an email, just give me an email to solution to A problem. I don't care about B problem. I don't care about C problem. I don't care about D problem. So generic emails do not address individual preference or behavior, which can lead definitely to lower engagement and conversion rates. So some of you probably are already familiar with email marketing, then you're probably wondering why. Why my open rate is low? Why my click rate is low? Number one, ask yourself, do you send the same exact message or email to everyone? Second, varied interests and needs. Not all subscribers are interested in the same product or content. So now, why I should mention about this? Because after this, I'm going to focus on segmentation. Without segmentation, you are likely to send information about product or services that are irrelevant to a portion of your audience, which can be seen as spammy or inconsiderate. Because, for example, you have a lot of database. I mean, in your database, you have a lot of people. When you send an email, some of them will open, some of them will not open. And for those who are open, they will start to think whether this content is suitable for my business or not. And for those who think, oh, this content probably not suitable for my business, should I keep opening the same email after this? Most probably not. So if you keep sending irrelevant email, even to your own database, but they are not interested in that product, and Google will start to Google as a ISP will start to notify, oh, this is considered spam. Therefore, reducing your chances to be in what we call primary mailbox. And number three, different stages of buyer journey. Some of them just subscribe. Some of them already bought from you. So you need to understand, subscribers are often at different stages in the buying cycle. Sending the same email to someone who's still learning about your product as to someone who's ready to purchase can result in missed opportunities and ineffective messaging. And now we move to what we call email segmentation. In other words, you segment your database. For example, in this, because we already learned on how to build our email list. That means right now, after you do all of that, probably you've already received 1,000 database, or in other words, you already have 1,000 leads in your email list. Now, how to segmentize that? Okay. Before we proceed with what all of that, for example, what is the role of that and that, we start with email segmentation. It's like organizing your wardrobe by category. Shirt in one section, pants in another, and so on. So you're sorting your clothes so that you can easily pick what most suitable for different occasion. So in the context of email marketing, same. Segmentation is the process of dividing your email subscribers into smaller segments based on set criteria. These criteria can include demographics, purchase history, engagement level, and so on. Okay, now let me give you more example. Demographic. This is strategy number one. We segmentize our audience based on their demographics. This is demographics lah, age, gender, ethnicity, In order for me to explain this, let me give you a scenario so you can understand better. Okay, now, for example, I am selling clothes. I am online clothing retailer. Okay, yeah. So probably my profile, I am online clothing retailer, offers probably a wide range of apparel for different age, genders, and lifestyle. Okay, now imagine if I don't segmentize my product. So if I want to sell clothes, I need to send to everyone. I already shared, I already told you, probably in my apparel, I have different apparel suitable for different age. Probably kid, youngsters, teen, and so on. So if I want to sell baby clothes, do I need to send to all of them? If I don't segmentize my database, most probably yes. Because if I don't segmentize my email list based on family structure, I don't know whether they are married or they are not married or they are single and so on. Okay, now let me give you more examples so you can understand. When it comes to demographic, usually I will suggest you to segmentize number one based on age group. Because I am as an online retailer, online clothes retailer, I create different email campaign for various age group, teens, young adults, and senior. They tailor the messaging, imagery, and featured product to suit the typical style and preference for each group. For instance, if I want to sell trendy and affordable option, I will send them or I will focus them most on teens, teens. While higher end classic styles clothes might be featured for adults and senior. So now I know which clothes or which apparel that I want to focus, I will send to respected segmentation. Second, gender. Probably I take another example. I give gender. Separate emails probably for men's and women's clothing. Because men's and women's clothing lines ensure that subscribers see the item most relevant to them. Imagine, if I want to sell clothes, I sell women clothes and then I send to men's. They will think, this is not relevant to me. I'm a man. Why this brand send women's clothes to me? Another thing that I would love to highlight, usually when it comes to the real life application for this, is during festive season, or what we call, not festive, I mean, a special day, such as Mother Day, Father Day. So that time, at that day, we can focus on this demographic segmentation. Yeah. Second, engagement. This is usually the common way for marketers. I will show you a bit of what we call the real life example. I will show you one software, but just a bit, just a touch of it. Yeah. Engagement-based segmentation is an effective email strategy because it categorizes subscribers according to their interaction with your email. What do I mean by this? Let me show you. If you're using email marketing software, usually most of email marketing software will have this. Let me share this, just a moment. Okay, for example, this is a dashboard of my email marketing software. Okay, so for example, if I click subscriber and then click manage, and then I click add segment, okay, the setting or the way to the place to click there, and there, it differs from each marketing or each email marketing segment. The one that I share right now is what we call engine mailer, just to give you an idea. Because all functional email marketing platform usually will have this function. For example, I want to make a segmentation based on campaign activity. For example, this is what you can choose based on all of this. But right now I'm focused on engagement. So you choose campaign activity, then I can click here. For example, if I click open, okay, within the last 14 days. So if I do it like this and then I make a segmentation, for example, if I click preview subscriber, so probably from my 1,000 subscriber, now it highlights, whoever opens my email. Okay, let me go back. Let me go back to. Okay, just a moment. Let me go back so you can have a look. So okay. So now, for example, like this. So I can segment whoever opens my email in the last 14 days can see my another email, can see my next email. So for those who haven't opened my email, will not receive the next email. So if I do this, this is what we call segmentation by engagement. So if I do this, I can ensure that I can ensure that my email will be only read by people that are more interested compared to people that haven't opened my email. And this will make your database more clean. Okay, I want to share one tips, yeah. And these tips also heavily been used by marketers lah. For example, you already do all the marketing campaign or the marketing activities to get database. For example, you get 1,000 database lah, for example. So if you don't clean your database, in other words, if you don't do it segmentized like this, and you keep sending email to people that don't open your email, you send email to people that do not open your email, Google will think you as a spam. And most of your email later will go to spam compared to go to primary message. This one you need to take note. You need to take note of this. So this is way we can make our email more clean. Only send your email to people that are interested. So if you ask me, okay, what if people that are not interested? What if people they perhaps still interested but they haven't opened your email? Then you craft another email specifically for this group of people. For example, you craft an email. It's been 4 weeks since you opened our last email, and so on, because you can get their data. You can get their data here. All of this. So for example, did not open. If I click did not open, it's actually here. Yeah, there's a drop down here. You cannot see, but if you go, you can see did not open. Then, for example, if I choose 60 days, 30 days, then you can craft a special message to people that haven't opened your email for the last 30 days. So it is more targetable. It is more laser focused compared if you just choose all audience as your recipient. Okay, all right. I hope you understand bit there and there regarding email segmentation strategies by engagement. And the last one. Okay, the last one. Yeah, this is the last one. We use email segmentation strategies based on purchase. It means you create a segment for first-time buyer, repeat customer, high-value customer, those who buy certain type of product, or those who haven't made purchase. Probably they buy 3 months ago, but they haven't buy it now. So create a segmentation for this, because each of these can be targeted. Number one, you can suggest product that are complement for their previous purchase. For example, if you're selling camera, then you can send another email, which you can call it upsell. They might be interested in accessories like lens, tripod, and so on. You give them a compliment for their previous purchase. Second, you can use this segment to help you improve your customer lifetime value. Because by targeting customer based on previous past purchase, you can encourage repeat sales, increasing the what we call CLV for your business. So customers who have purchased once are more likely to purchase again, even if your product is good, especially if they had a positive experience. Remember, but if they buy and then they don't receive a positive experience, most probably they will not buy again, and they also will give a they will give a negative review to other people. So always take care of your customer. How to take care of your customer? Email. Create a relationship. For those who keep opening your email, for those keep opening your email, probably want to give them a discount. You are our loyal reader. Since you open most of our email in the previous month, are we going to give you some discount? But of course, it depends on your marketing strategy. I just share ideas. And lastly, what is the advantage of you using purchase as an email segmentation? Is you enhance customer retention, because you can send targeted follow-up or offer based on purchase history they make. For example, they buy a supplement, for example, like this, And then this supplement probably can last 3 months. And then you look, oh, the previous date they bought is 3 months ago. Now it's the time for them to repeat. You send another email. So if you can make this happen, I mean, if you're able to create the relationship with your audience through email, definitely they will feel valued and understood. This can improve your retention, and definitely it will show that you are paying attention to their individual needs and preference. Yeah, I believe that's the last slide. Thank you very much. I just love sharing to all of you.
Again, that's it. Not much to say after this. I just want to like recap again that this is DMChampion from DMC. So if you haven't joined DMChampion, please join DMChampion. And as usual, next week is about Google My Business. So this one I'm going to do it next week. So how to manage your Google listing and stuff like that. So this is for next week. So for this week, slide, if you want it, you can just get it from the slide QR code here. So you can download from there. Again, thank you to Hafiz for tonight, and then we'll see each other again next week.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.